are really reaping the rewards of Jack Steele in 2020. Used to be merely a tagger, but now he's a bona fide ball winner in his own right under Brett Ratton. So, Jason, what I want to know from you is Jack Steele now a top 10 midfielder?
Wow, it's a big call. Jack Steele's a good player having a very, very good season, but we need a little bit of perspective here. We're not talking about Robert Harvey. We're not talking about Lenny Hayes. We're not even talking about Nick Dal Santo, for goodness sakes. He's come third in the best and fairest at St Kilda the last 2 years running. That's as a tagger, run-with player, renowned for his hardness, his tenacity and his tackling. Both of those seasons he received one only vote in the Brownlow medal. In 2020, he's been released from tagging and he's actually getting a bit of the ball and he's actually going really, really well. He's played all 13 games. He's ranked 5th for tackles and 12th for contested possessions. Doesn't figure in the top 18 for disposals, for kicks, for handballs, for effective kicks. I can't even pump up the quality of his kicking. For clearances, for hard ball gets, not in the top 18. He averages 22 touches a week and he's kicked 6 goals for the year. Less than half a goal a week. Now, either my brain has completely lost the plot, and many would say yes, or we come from very different educational backgrounds, but those numbers simply do not add up to a man that sits in the top 10 midfielders in the competition.
Dal, is Chief being a bit unfair there?
Yeah, and he's also lied because some of those numbers he gave me are incorrect. He's second for tackles in the competition and he's 12th for disposals. So everything that you ask of a midfielder, Chief,
he's not 12th for
he
disposals.
is delivering. Now, you're speaking about what he did last year.
For disposals.
The question wasn't about what he did last year. Is Jack Steele currently a top 10 midfielder?
Yeah, and
on this year, absolutely he is. He's the most honest defender and attacker in the competition. No one else plays the game like he does right now, as balanced as he is. And it's my job here not to say that he's number 1 in the comp, because he's not. That's probably Lachie Neale. But to say he's not in the top 10 is an absolute lie. The coaches' votes, he currently sits 4th. So if you know more than every other coach in this competition, Chief, I'd love to see it because they rate him the 4th best player in the competition right now. Now, as I said, he's not number 1. He may not be number 2, but he's definitely at least number 10. He's 100% in the top 10, Chief. And the other thing about Jack Steele, when I turn on my television, I like to look at things that look good. And you know what? Jack Steele looks damn fine. He's even got one of those moustaches and he just ticks all the boxes. Don't worry about last year. Focus on what he's done this year. His numbers back it up.
Well, you lied because he's not 12th for possessions in the competition. He's 12th for contested possessions. He doesn't rank in the top 18 in any of those categories.
Disposal 12th, score involvements 9, tackles 2nd, contested possessions 8th, and fantasy points 5th. Factual.
Incorrect. You're looking at the wrong place. You're making them up. You are making them up because I checked them all, mate.
So did I, Chief.
You are
to
making them up.
deny him to fabricate
He's actually
his numbers,
lying for his argument.
To fabricate his numbers to push him outside what he currently is not right.
I'll produce the numbers after this.
If I could, I would call in the
next week.
AFL integrity unit, but because I can't, I'm just going to scrap the stats that you're both pulling up. We're not going to talk about stats here.
Oh, that's just wrong. Your lying has got you out of jail.
So, Jason, you say that he's a good player having a very good season.
Yes.
He's a hard, tenacious player known for tackling.
Yep.
But I think actually he's more than that. And as Dal said, he's a really balanced player. And the thing that's getting you over the line, Nick Dal Santo, without those stats, is that he is 4th in the coaches' votes. He's a top 10 midfielder, Jack Steele.
You just took all the stats out.
And looks good on the TV too. So ticks all round. And Dal, you've salvaged a point.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm on the board.
You're on the board.
Lied through your ass there.
That wasn't a lie.
Lied through your
We're having
date.
a chat later.
Yes, we are.